They told me the alien girls from Veltharan 4 didn't like jokes. They didn't like humans, either, but I'm not good at shutting up, especially when I'm nervous. It happened during my first week at the Interspecies Military Exchange Academy. Earth sent 20 of us to represent humanity. Most were top-tier soldiers, diplomats, scientists. I was the translator. I wasn't even supposed to be at the sparring grounds, but I wandered in after lunch and saw her. Her name was Aelari, a Veltharan combat specialist, and hands down the most intimidating being I'd ever seen. 7 feet tall, violet skin, muscles like carved stone, and a long, whip-like tail covered in sleek, bioreactive scales. She moved like fire. And gods, that tail! It coiled behind her with such grace, flicking with every shift in mood. A living weapon. I should have walked away. Instead, I walked straight up to her. She glanced down at me, unimpressed. I didn't even reach her shoulder. Her expression was blank, bored, maybe even irritated. She'd just finished sparring with a 4-armed reptilian beast twice her size and didn't seem the least bit winded. I swallowed hard. "Nice tail," I said with a smirk. There was a long pause, and then her knees buckled, not from injury, from shock. She caught herself quickly, standing upright, but her eyes were wide, her pupils dilated, her breathing shallow. Everyone in the training ring turned to look. "What did you say?" she whispered. I blinked. I said, "Nice tail." Her tail, which had been relaxed behind her, burst into blue flame. I kid you not. Blue fire erupted along its length, the scales glowing with light that shimmered like plasma. The heat warped the air. "Oh," I muttered. "That's probably bad." The storm in her veins. Aelari's breathing quickened, her fists clenched, but she didn't move. Not away, toward me, one slow step at a time. The other warriors began to back up. "You spoke a bonding phrase," she said, voice dangerously soft. "I what?" Her eyes glowed. "That phrase, directed at a Veltharan's tail. It's used only during formal mating ceremonies." "Oh." She was now a foot away. Her presence pressed against me like gravity. "I didn't know," I said quickly. "It was just a joke. I'm sorry." Her eyes narrowed. "Your scent changed when you said it." I blinked. "My what?" "Your scent. Your biology flared. You meant it." I opened my mouth to protest, then stopped, because, okay, maybe I had meant a little. Aelari's tail flicked behind her, still wrapped in blue flame. She leaned down, face inches from mine. Her breath was strangely sweet, like cold starlight. "I will ask you once," she said. "Was it a lie?" I stared up at her, heart pounding. "No, I meant it." Her jaw flexed, and then she exhaled slowly. "Then you are mine now," she said flatly. "Wait, wah." The ceremony of fire. Veltharan bonding rituals are complicated. Or so I was told, after it already began. Apparently, if you compliment a Veltharan's tail with honest emotional energy, it's not just considered flirtation, it's a proposal. And if the tail ignites, that's acceptance. By the time I figured this out, I was already being led, gently but firmly, into a domed ceremonial chamber where blue torches danced and ancient glyphs glowed under the floor. I stood awkwardly while Aelari knelt before the elder flamekeeper, who recited phrases I didn't understand. "You're surprisingly calm for someone who's accidentally engaged," someone whispered beside me. It was Koro, a Aelari pilot who loved gossip. I muttered, "What happens if I say no?" "She won't kill you," Koro said, "but she'll be very, very sad. And on Velthara, sadness can cause plasma surges." "Oh, great." Aelari turned her head to glance back at me. I didn't see anger or amusement, just hope. Why I said yes. Back home, I'd always been forgettable. I wasn't a hero. I wasn't anyone's first choice. I cracked jokes to survive the silence, to deflect loneliness. But Aelari, she saw something in me, just from a phrase. I didn't mean to trigger a lifelong vow, but now that I couldn't look away. After the Flamekeeper finished, Aelari stood and walked over to me. Her tail no longer burned, but it shimmered faintly, coiled like a question mark. "You may decline," she said gently. I looked at her, this powerful, fierce alien warrior who could have crushed me, but didn't. "Nice tail," I said again. Her lips twitched, and she smiled.